Good morning guys, and welcome back to another video here from Chisinau, Moldova. Unfortunately, the audio is not working very well in this video, so for at least the first part of this video, it's all going to be recorded afterwards. But this is Chisinau, Moldova. It is the capital city and there is so much to explore. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the city. There is so much food here and I cannot wait to show you all that we're going to eat in this video. First stop of the day, we are at the central market here in Chisinau, and there is this little stall here that is selling these sort of fried patty-like things. To be honest, I'm not really sure what it was, but once I tried it, it was like a fried fluffy potato, and you can see how much I'm actually enjoying this fried potato as I'm biting into it. It's literally just a little street food stand right at the entrance of the market, and then you can see from it how crispy and light it is on the inside. It may be a little bit oily, it's actually quite oily, and it might be a little unhealthy, and I don't actually know what the name of it is in Moldova. However, definitely one of those must-try foods, and it's a great sort of nice breakfast snack right on the streets of a market here in Moldova. After walking around the market a little bit, it's time for us to continue and get a little bit of a sweet snack. We've come to this little bakery here. What they do is that they serve these nice apple strudels. Now, we've had apple strudels in a lot of countries. We've had them in Slovakia, we've had them in Hungary, we've had them in Romania, and now finally, time to have apple strudel in the country of Moldova. And I have to say, this one is very different. First, it's a lot airier. I think you can see from the actual strudel itself how airy it is. There's a bit of powdered sugar right on top, but the main thing for me is that the pastry is so interesting. It's so airy. Yes, you get to see like a few chunks of apple within the pastries. It's like folded into different layers, so there's definitely an element of layering on there, but very, very different from the pastries we've had before. It's definitely a really good one, and these sort of pastries are sold everywhere in the market. You can go to a local bakery and you can find these freshly baked apple strudels early in the morning. But definitely, in my opinion, one of the best things you can try when you're in Moldova, and a really, really great little sweet snack as you make your way around the city. Borsch?
No.
Give me one borsch. Can I get the rice?
Курица, рыба, свинина и курица смешанная.
Give me this? Yeah, one. Thank you so much. Alright, obviously when you're here in Moldova, one of the things that you have to eat at is one of those old style Soviet canteens, and we've come to one called Cantina N, and look at the decor. I mean, literally, just look at this decor around me. I mean, look at this place. I feel like I've stepped back in time into the 1970s Soviet era Moldova. It's crazy. It is literally like out of a movie, out of a storybook, out of like a Soviet movie or something like that. But of course, I've got to try a couple things. First off, I've got the classic dish of basically all of Eastern Europe, borscht. I've wanted to try borscht for a very long time. I've been dreaming about trying borscht. So finally, here at this local little canteen here in Moldova, we're gonna try my first borscht. Without further ado, let's go ahead, and I just want to get some of the liquid first. You can see it's red in color because borscht is made out of beet, the beet, which is a red sort of fruit. So let's go ahead and try out my first borscht. Oh, I totally understand why every Russian, every Eastern European loves borscht now. It's the perfect flavor. It's deep. It's very, very deep. It's got like the earthy flavor, but at the same time, it's got a little hint of sweetness because beetroot is a little bit sweet. It's got a little tinge of sweetness. It's not too oily. It's very, very light, but it's very, very fulfilling at the same time. It really warms your soul. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the beetroot itself. Let's mix it in with the soup. Let's try this out. Oh wow, that's perfect. I never say this about vegetables, but that vegetable soup, borscht, wow. One of the best soups I actually have had in my life. I didn't know borscht was this good. I was always like, oh, you know, it's beetroot in a soup. How good can it be? This is amazing. This is honestly incredible. The depth of flavor in that borscht. The beetroot adds a little bit of sweetness. I love borscht. I'm definitely, if you go to Moldova, try out borscht. All right, we've also got a little plate. I think we've got some rice and a chicken patty, I want to say. I really don't know. Nobody here speaks English. So let's go ahead and try out the rice first. It's just some like orange little rice. Let's go for it. Delicious, well seasoned, a little bit oily, but I love the oil. It's very, very well seasoned, really, really delicious. A little bit of spice, but not too much. Perfect flavor, perfect saltiness flavor. I love that it's very bland. That's perfect. All right, we got the patty here. Honestly, I don't know what this patty is. I don't know if it's pork, chicken, beef, no clue. I think it's chicken, but I cannot be sure. She told me something in Moldovan, and no, not Moldovan, Romanian, sorry, there's no such language as Moldovan. She told me something Romanian, I had no clue what she said, but let's go ahead and try this out. Oh, that right there, that is home cooking at its finest. I think it's actually a pork patty with some vegetables inside. Really, really delicious, very, very flavorful. It's crispy on the outside. I did put some chili powder on it, so it absolutely is a little bit spicy. But I love it. The flavor is incredible. It's soft, it's meaty, it's umami. The flavor is good, the texture is good. Everything about it is perfect. And the crazy thing is, for the price of this borscht, plus the rice, plus the patty and everything, 35 lei. 35 lei is like $1.50. That's crazy. For this entire meal, 1.5 US dollars roughly. I mean, I don't know what's going on here in Moldova, but if I can eat this every day, I'm gonna be a really, really happy person. So this is great. This is delicious. If you're here in Moldova, you've got to try their canteens. This is what the local food is. This is where you can see all locals are eating here. It's delicious. It brings you back to history, and it is one of the best things you could do when you're here in Moldova. Oh man, that is one of the best meals I have had in all of Eastern Europe. It's behind this building right here. You would never expect food to be cooked behind this building, but once you enter it, you smell how good the food is. You just automatically, it hits your nose, you know, this is a place with good food. It looks so Soviet, it looks so old. I'm pretty sure it's been around for decades, but that might just be one of the best and one of the cheapest meals I've had in Europe. The borscht. First time ever having borscht, did not know it was that delicious, it was that good. I mean, I love borscht now. I'm gonna get borscht whenever I can. And of course, the chicken patty, the rice, it was just delicious, and it was just so affordable. I mean, literally less than $2. Less than $2, you can have that entire meal that I just had in a little Soviet era building. That is honestly just incredible. I'm in love. I'm in love with this type of food. I'm in love with this home cooking. And the ladies there, they're so nice. They don't speak any English, but they'll help you. They'll be like, oh, this is this, and you know what? Go ahead and get this. Nicest people ever. Really, really good food. Doesn't get better than that, honestly, in my opinion, here in Moldova. All right, the sun has set here in Chisinau, here in Moldova, but I can't seem to find anything to eat. There's like no food. It's 8:30, 9-ish, and it's like everything's closed. I literally can't find anywhere to eat. We're gonna go keep hunting for a little bit more, but if I can't find anything, that's the end of this video. So let's see, let's hope we get something to eat. I'm not too hungry, but anything light, anything easy, simple would do, but I just can't find anything right now. So let's go see what there is. Okay, Okay, everything is literally closing around us, but I snuck in literally minutes before this place was closed. It's called BORSCHT Patisserie, and there's something I've really wanted to try. It's called a Kofri Dog. So Kofri, if you remember, it's like the typical bagel, the typical pretzel in Romania and Moldova. Kofri Dog is when you put a hot dog inside of that, and that's exactly what we've got here. We've got one that is covered in sesame seeds. It looks delicious. It's something I've seen all around, but I've never had the chance to try. So let's go ahead and try the Moldovan version of a hot dog. Let's go for it. That combination is amazing, and I'll tell you why. The actual pastry on the outside, very, very flaky. It's almost as flaky as burek. Now imagine that with a hot dog inside, a nice, meaty hot dog inside. I love that it's not like a soft white bread, but it's like a crispy, sort of flaky texture, almost like a croissant with a hot dog inside. The flakiness of the texture really, really adds to the entire flavor of this. The dough itself is a little bit salty, a little bit sweet, but the sesame seeds, nice crunch again. With the meat though, on the inside of the hot dog, which is juicy, a little bit softer, but it's a contrast to the sort of crispiness on the outside skin, which I really, really like. So a Kofri Dog here in Moldova, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly actually, but I've just seen it everywhere, and it's a combination of a hot dog, a very Western idea, with a kofrig, which is a very usual, very common thing here in Romania and Moldova. So really, really interesting. I really liked it. I love the dough. I love the contrast with the dough and the meat. For me, this is a win, and I'm glad I tried it. And the last thing here in Chisinau. Well, that was a quick, delicious, light little dinner, but absolutely what I needed. I mean, it was not too heavy, but not too light, and at the same time, something unique that you can only find here in Romania and Moldova. Kofrig and a hot dog. A very interesting combination, but it works. It absolutely works. Crispiness and flakiness of the skin combined with the meatiness of the sausage on the inside. Really, really highly recommend that. Today has been a phenomenal food day, like literally phenomenal. Starting off with the market today, with the food at the market, which was amazing, and then going to a local canteen, a local Soviet era canteen. I felt like I stepped back into history, like, you know, 30, 40 years ago, and was eating borscht as, you know, music was playing. I mean, it's just amazing. It's incredible to me that that sort of place still exists. It's beautiful, it's incredible, and it's really, really exciting to see that here in Moldova. But what an amazing experience, what an incredible experience that was. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. The food in Moldova has really blown me away. I mean, borscht is so good. Like, I don't know how I never tried it beforehand, but it is incredible. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up, and then subscribe for more food and travel videos. This will not be our last video here for Moldova yet, so make sure to stay tuned if you're interested in Moldova and interested in seeing what I see here in Moldova. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.